A reading from the book of Nehemiah, chapter 3. This is how the city wall was rebuilt. The high priest Eliashib and his fellow priests rebuilt the sheep gate, dedicated it, and put the gates in place. They dedicated the wall as far as the Tower of the 100 and the Tower of Hananel. The men of Jericho built the next section. Zaccur, son of Imri, built the next section. The clan of Hassanah built the fish gate. They put the beams and the gates in place and put in the bolts and bars for locking the gate. Meremoth, the son of Uriah and grandson of Hakkoz, built the next section. Meshullam, the son of Berechiah and grandson of Meshezabel, built the next section. Zadok, son of Bana, built the next section. The men of Tekoa built the next section, but the leading men of the town refused to do the manual labor assigned them by the supervisors. Joiada, son of Paseah, and Meshullam, son of Besodiah, rebuilt Jeshana gate. They put the beams and the gates in place and put in the bolts and bars for locking the gate. Melatiah from Gibeon, Jadon from Meronoth, and the men of Gibeon and Mizpah built the next section as far as the residence of the governor of west of Euphrates. Uzziel, son of Harhiah, a goldsmith, built the next section. Hananiah, a maker of perfumes, built the next section as far as Broad Wall. Raphiah, son of Hur, ruler of half of the Jerusalem district, built the next section. Jediah, son of Harumaph, built the next section, which was near his own house. Hattush, son of Hashabniah, built the next section. Malkijah, son of Harim, and Hashub, son of Pahath Moab, built both the next section and the Tower of the Ovens. Shallum, son of Halohesh, ruler of the other half of the Jerusalem district, built the next section. His daughters helped with the work. Hanun and the inhabitants of the city of Zanoah rebuilt the valley gate. They put the gates in place, put in the bolts and the bars for locking the gate, and repaired the wall for 1,500 feet as far as the rubbish gate. Malkijah, son of Rechab, ruler of the Beth Hakerem district, rebuilt the rubbish gate. He put the gates in place and put in the bolts and the bars for locking the gate. Shallum, son of Kolhose, ruler of the Mizpah district, rebuilt the fountain gate. He covered the gateway, put the gates in place, and put in the bolts and the bars. At the pool of Shelah, he built the wall next to the royal garden as far as the stairs leading down from David's city. Nehemiah, son of Azbuk, ruler of half of the Beth-Zor district, built the next section as far as David's tomb, the pool, and the barracks. The following Levites rebuilt the next several sections of the wall. Raham, son of Bani, built the next section. Hashabiah, ruler of half of the Keilah district, built the next section on behalf of his district. Bavai, son of Henadad, ruler of the other half of the Keilah district, built the next section. Ezer, son of Jeshua, ruler of Mizpah, built the next section in front of the armory as far as the place where the wall turns. Baruch, son of Zabai, built the next section as far as the entrance to the house of the high priest Eliashib. Meremoth, the son of Uriah and grandson of Hakkoz, built the next section up to the far end of Eliashib's house. The following priests rebuilt the next several sections of the wall. Priests from the area around Jerusalem built the next section. Benjamin and Hashub built the next section, which was in front of their houses. Azariah, the son of Maaseiah and grandson of Ananiah, built the next section, which was in front of his house. Binui, son of Henadad, built the next section from Azariah's house to the corner of the wall. Palal, son of Uzai, built the next section, beginning at the corner of the wall and the tower of the upper palace near the court of the guard. Pedaiah, son of Parosh, built the next section to a point on the east near the water gate and the tower, guarding the temple. This was near that part of the city called Ophel, where the temple workers lived. The men of Tekoa built the next section, their second one, from a point opposite the large tower guarding the temple as far as the wall near Ophel. A group of priests built the next section going north from the horse gate, each one building in front of his own house. Zadok, son of Immer, built the next section, which was in front of his house. Shemaiah, son of Shechaniah, keeper of the east gate, built the next section. Hananiah, son of Shelemiah, and Hanun, the sixth son of Zalaph, built the next section, their second one. Meshulam, son of Berechiah, built the next section, which was in front of his house. Malchijah, a goldsmith, built the next section as far as the building used by the temple workers and the merchants, which was by the Mifkad gate to the temple, near the room on top of the northeast corner of the wall. The goldsmiths and the merchants built the last section from the room at the corner as far as the sheep gate. The word of the Lord. A reading from the book of Nehemiah, chapter 4. When Sanballat heard that we Jews had begun rebuilding the wall, he became furious and began to ridicule us. In front of his companions and the Samaritan troops, he said, "What do these miserable Jews think they are doing? Do they intend to rebuild the city? Do they think that by offering sacrifices, they can finish the work in one day? Can they make building stones out of heaps of burnt rubble?" Tobiah was standing there beside him, and he added, "What kind of wall could they ever build? Even a fox could knock it down." I prayed, "Hear how they make fun of us, O God. Let their ridicule fall on their own heads. Let them be robbed of everything they have, and let them be taken as prisoners to a foreign land. Don't forgive the evil they do, and don't forget their sins, for they have insulted us who are building." So we went on rebuilding the wall, and soon it was half its full height, because the people were eager to work. Sanballat, Tobiah, and the people of Arabia, Ammon, and Ashdod heard that we were making progress in rebuilding the wall of Jerusalem, and that the gaps in the wall were being closed, and they became very angry. So they all plotted together to come and attack Jerusalem and create confusion. But we prayed to our God and kept men on guard against them day and night. The people of Judah had a song they sang. "We grow weak carrying burdens. There's so much rubble to take away. How can we build the wall today? Our enemies thought we would not see them or know what was happening until they were already upon us, killing us and putting an end to our work. But time after time, Jews who were living among our enemies came to warn us of the plans our enemies were making against us. So I armed the people with swords, spears, and bows, and they stationed them by clans behind the wall wherever it was still unfinished. I saw that the people were worried, so I said to them and to their leaders and officials, "Don't be afraid of our enemies. Remember how great and terrifying the Lord is, and fight for your relatives, your children, your wives, and your homes." Our enemies heard that we had found out what they were plotting, and they realized that God had defeated their plans. Then all of us went back to rebuilding the wall. From then on, half of my men worked and half stood guard, wearing coats of armor and armed with spears, shields, and bows. And our leaders gave their full support to the people who were rebuilding the wall. Even those who carried building materials worked with one hand and kept a weapon in the other. And everyone who was building kept a sword strapped to their waist. The man who was to sound the alarm on the bugle stayed with me. I told the people and their officials and leaders, "The work is spread out over such a distance that we are widely separated from one another on the wall. If you hear the bugle, gather around me. Our God will fight for us." So every day, from dawn until the stars came out at night, half of us worked on the wall, while the other half stood guard with spears. During this time, I told the men in charge that they and all their helpers had to stay in Jerusalem at night, so that we could guard the city at night, as well as work in the daytime. I didn't take off my clothes even at night. Neither did any of my companions, nor my servants, nor my bodyguards. And we all kept our weapons at hand. The word of the Lord.